Hey, JC here for retirecheapjc. As you probably know, there's been some changes in regards to how to comply to long-term visas in Thailand. Specifically, getting an income affidavit. And I made a video about this already, but there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of rumors floating around, so I just want to clear up some things. Also, give you all some options for how to stay in Thailand long term. So, I'm sure if you've been watching my videos over the years, you know my site is about trying to get you from where you are to where you want to be, and we do that with all these videos on YouTube as well as our member site where we support all the people trying to get over here and give them all the details and information. And so I stepped up about a week ago and did a video for you all in regards to this income affidavit and what changes has taken place. But I'm still getting a lot of feedback from YouTube, from emails, even on my member site, people are still confused about this. I was even sent a link to a YouTube video, and I think this was on, it was on YouTube in the comments. And it was about this whole thing about the changes of the income affidavit. And I don't even know what the channel's name was, but in the first 5 seconds, here's a guy, a young guy, and he was saying, well, there's been a change for Americans. Americans can no longer use the income option for the retirement extension. You're now going to have the money, $800,000, in a Thai bank account. And I stopped the video right there and went back and made a comment and said, this is inaccurate information. So first of all, I just want to address this part, and then I'll tell you what some of the other options are. But again, let's go back for just a second. The income verification is an option. For retirement, you got to have 800,000 Thai baht, either in one lump sum or as income, okay? If you're going to go for the one lump sum, it can be in a Thai bank account. If you don't have 800,000, you have half of it. Half of it can be in the bank account. Guess what the other half has to be? Income coming in. Now, this is where some of the challenges come into effect. And so to help me help you, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. If you could have income coming in to supply or fulfill the requirement of 800,000 baht, and your particular embassy does not generate an income affidavit, forget what's happening now, say last year, 2 years ago, and you went into immigration, how would you have shown them that you had the income coming in? It's a question, not rhetorical. I want you to answer the question, because that gives you the answer in the bigger picture to all the stuff that's happening. Some countries' citizens think that the world sort of revolves around their experience of the world, but that's not the case. There were many countries that were over here that needed to supply evidence. Now, well, what evidence would they supply? I'm going to read you, because the only thing that has changed, and it really hasn't changed, is Thai immigration asked the embassies to make sure to verify the income that needs to be supported by what is being shown on the income affidavit. Now, for you all that don't know, you could walk into the American embassy, say, okay, I have an income of $3,000 US a month, write that on the paper, hold up your hands, they say, swear that's true, that's true. Sign your name, you're good to go, and you're out of there, and you take the paper to Thai immigration. And you gave that to them as your evidence or verification of your income. But it was never verified. And I always knew that this was going to catch up to people, or they were going to wise up to this. Well, they did. So now they're saying, okay, before you issue this affidavit, you're going to have to verify the income. Some embassies, you already needed to do that, but American, you didn't. Seems as though the British Embassy didn't require it because they said, no, we're not going to do that. It's not our job. So we're just not going to issue the income affidavits. Now there's some information or rumors that says Australia's going to follow suit. None of these countries really want to do this if they're going to have to verify it. And they're going to be held liable if it's not correct information. So where does that leave retirees or people that want to hang out over here in Thailand on a marriage visa? Because a marriage visa, you only have to have 400,000 or 40,000 Thai baht a month coming in as income. Now this is where all this information gets thrown around and they're saying, oh, you know, you're going to have it coming into a Thai bank and you're going to have to... Okay, let me ask you one more question. If you weren't getting the visa in Thailand, or you don't even get a visa in Thailand, you get an extension. But if you were going to get the visa, the OA visa, back in your home country, do you have to show the money coming into Thailand? No! Did you hear what you said? No, you don't have to. Why? Because you're not over here in Thailand. So people are saying, well, that doesn't apply because we are over here in Thailand. I'm going to read you the regulation, the official Immigration Police Order. This is number 138/2557, which became effective as of August 29, 2014. This has not changed. If they rewrite the regulation, then we'll address that. And maybe they should, because a lot of y'all think it already has been amended. Now, this was translated by Siam Translation for ThaiVisa.com. And I'll put the links in the description here of this, the English translation of the regulation, and I'll also give you the link so you can download the Thai version in case you want to take that to Thai immigration with you. This is what it says the requirements are to get the extension. 2.18 in the case of marriage. In the case of being a family member, spouse of a Thai national, an applicant must attach a funds deposit certificate issued by a Thai bank. That's the option of having the money in the bank. Or attach documents. Now listen to this, this is really important. Attach documents proving that the alien husband, that's you, earns an average monthly income of no less than 40,000 baht throughout the year, such as any particular income tax return, together with payment receipts, evidence of receiving a retirement pension, evidence of receiving interest from funds deposit, or evidence of having other funds issued by a relevant agency. So that was for marriage. Now, let me go ahead and update you as far as retirement. The retirement is also written in here in 2.22. Now, in 2.22, it says, in the case of retirement, evidence of income such as, now pay attention, a retirement pension, interest or dividends, and or funds deposit certificate issued by a bank in Thailand. Now the funds deposit certificate means it's a letter from the bank and your bank book showing the money's in Thailand, in a bank. But remember, it says evidence of income, such as retirement pension, interest or dividends. Now, what do those two have in common? Neither one said it's got to be shown coming into a Thai bank. So, you know, telling me, oh, it's got to be in a Thai bank, or they're not even accepting it anymore, this is the law, this is the regulation. So if it's changed, please show me the regulation that has been rewritten into law. Now, having said all that, here's the disclaimer. And this has to do with banks opening accounts, Thai immigration, any kind of government agency here. It's subject to interpretation. It's subjective. Does that mean you could take this in Thai and show it to them? Will that make a difference? I don't know. Do they have to abide by this? No, they can do whatever they want. They're the law. But I'm just telling you, this is the written law. That hasn't changed. The Thai immigration hasn't come out and said, we've changed the law. Now, I'll give you an example. When you come by land crossing into Thailand, you're supposed to have 20,000 baht in your pocket. It's a requirement. 99% of the people coming in through a land crossing never get asked to show they have 20,000 baht. But I guarantee, if you look raggedy and you look like you don't have 2 Thai baht coins to rub together, they're going to say, where's your 20,000 baht? They want to see it. A lot has to do with how you approach the immigration officer. How do you present yourself? What is your demeanor? How many times have you asked for an extension already? These are all influenced on how this is going to be interpreted in your particular case. That's the reality of this. So I can't sit there and guarantee, oh, they're going to say, oh, okay, fine, you showed me this. But I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that have been here for years that have gotten their extension every year by taking in the documents from their Social Security pension or from their investment accounts, their interest, dividends. And immigration has accepted it. Now, in some of my no-fly zones, there's a lot of problems, a lot of people scam in there, a lot of people that are not supposed to be there and abuse the immigration officers. In those places, you're probably going to have a little tougher or more stringent enforcement of whatever it is that they're interpreting this to mean. But that's the law. So I just want to clear that up. So anybody that says anything different than that, show me. Show me where the law has changed. Now, what are your options? As I said, retirement, long-term. You can be here. Got to be over 50. 800,000 or the equivalent of income coming in. Not necessarily shown coming into a Thai bank unless they make or announce that that's the official regulation now. If you have a significant other that's Thai, you cut the money in half. You only have to have 400,000 or 40,000 baht a month as income coming in. That's an option. Now you're probably saying, well, what happens if I'm not 50 years old and I'm not married? Well, you have some options. There's the 6-month visa that's for tourism. They call it multiple entry tourist visa. It's valid for 6 months, but you got to get it outside of Thailand, usually in your home country. But it'll be good for 6 months, and you probably get a 30-day extension added on top of it, so 7 months. Then you'd have to leave, but keep in mind, it's a tourist visa, so every 60 days you'd have to run to the border, cross out and cross back in. But it's a multiple entry visa, so you can do that no problem. You can do that 3 times, enter the country 3 times, then get an extension. That's one option. The other option, and I know some people that do this that are under 50 years old, and they do online work, and that is they go for this elite visa. And they have different programs for the elite visa. But it's like a 5-year visa. Now you're probably saying, yeah, but you have to pay them for that. Yeah, but think about this. If you put the 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account, you really don't use it. Like I got 800,000 baht. I don't pull it out. I leave it in. So really, I don't have the money anyway. And so if you put the money into an elite visa, yeah, you gave them the money, and I think you have to pay every year 10,000 baht or something to renew the visa. But it's a 5-year visa with an additional, you can renew it for 5 years, and there's a couple plans on that. I can't remember exactly what they are, but it's something like, I want to say there's a 500,000 baht program where you give them 500,000 baht, and I think it's an annual fee of 10,000, something like that. And there's another one that's like $1 million, you can give them $1 million baht, and then there's an annual fee, and you rush through the immigration line, all sorts of benefits as well to that. But that's an option. So those are really your options. A long, long time ago, you used to be able to do border runs or visa runs to other countries, but you can only do a certain amount of those before you're going to have to take a vacation somewhere to show that you have money to travel around, and there's a space of time before you entered back into Thailand. So those are your options. And right now, they haven't addressed people that really work online and have income. If they might do the same thing, say, okay, you need to show you have income coming in of a certain amount over a certain period of time, and you can hang out here no matter what age you are. So we'll see how all that goes. But I wanted to really address what the reality is, because there's still a lot of misinformation floating around. That's the regulation. The links will be there so you can read it, or you can give it to the Thailand immigration officer. Maybe you're educating them, I don't know. But anyway, remember, when it comes to hanging out in Thailand long term, there's always an option. See ya, JC out. Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.